Hi guys, welcome back to another Fallout 76 base build. Now going down the trader route again, but with a bit of a twist. I managed to find the garage door, so I want to implement it as best I could within some sort of trader base, but something that can be used at the workshops as well as a pop-up. Now this is a little big to use at the workshop that I'm very close to in the junkyard, however in the lower south you can easily pop this up in certain areas. Now the garage door requires electricity, so you have to have a decent generator to run it as well, but I'll show you that as we walk around the base. I'll also show you where to get the garage door and the blueprint for it later on in the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that if you're looking for the garage door. Again, if anyone's wondering where I got the metal walls, it's a big question that's always asked. Just doing random quests and getting the BP plans for them, that's all I do. I don't do anything specific. The garage doors is something that someone told me about. I went and checked it out and there it was. So shout out to Kitty Cat and Cookie Slayer in my Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, the link is below. Tons of Fallout 76 players in there, all helping each other find out what's happening in the game. So as I said, I've implemented the actual garage door to make an open area. Now you need a switch for this to open and close all the time. However, you can just disconnect it from the generator itself and it will close automatically. I've left a gap so I can jump down from above as well. Use as a trader point or as a group base, somewhere nice and open for everyone to use. Now, I've put different floor tiles down. This is mainly so when I do the build section, you can know where exactly the inner and outer walls are. It's just for quick reference if you're watching it back, or if you're watching it back in mute if you like. So I've left these areas open. The decoration is really up to you how you do it. I'm never going to tell you where to put things in your base, because that's the key thing about base building, making sure it's your own. So I've kept this blank as a blank canvas for you to change and alter as you want. Now, just as I always do, I have little peak spots as you come out. Turrets sitting here that have been super effective because I base in a location which has got a lot of the little liberator things and feral ghouls which run down the hill and just get melted every single time by the turrets. That's why I've got them facing this way. Bear in mind I'm on a cliff, so I don't need any turrets at the back. So if you need turrets at the back, make sure you put them on the roof. I've just got a nice open area, nothing special, just gives me a great view. I can just sit down, I can watch. I've also got a workbench down in that junkyard, so if I need to, I can just quickly run down the hill, defend it and come back up. Now as I said, you can build something like this, which you can blueprint and put into this area if you wish. This one is a little big, however, as I said before, you can put this one in different areas. Now I've just tarted up a little bit here just to show you what you can do. I've got searchlights as well. If you don't know how to get searchlights, you just have to basically get the perk cards, boost them up for the home defence, and it will start opening them up for you. But you will need the resources as well, just bear that in mind. As ever, I've got my extractor outside, haven't hooked it up yet, but I will do soon. Now, extractors are pretty important depending on what you're making. Now, taking workshops over are quite good because they can get you certain things. Now there's ones that do food, ammunition, all sorts, so pay a lot of attention to these areas. So what I'll do now, I'll quickly show you how it's built. Very straightforward. I'll do it methodically from just the inner outer walls and work my way back in. So moving into the build itself, as I said, I've used different colour floor tiles to show exactly where areas are. Now the blue and yellow is the internal shop area, the stars are the external corridor, and the wood effect is your external turrets. This is just a quick guide for you to keep your eye on where exactly we are if you get lost. Now put your walls down. The metal walls, as I said, can be found via doing quests. Very simple. I got it at the dirty racetrack by taking over the workbench. Now when you put the garage door down, you want to make sure you have the electricity inwards. It's just a lot easier to do it that way because then you can keep your generator in. If it doesn't let you do it, then climb up on the staircase at the back. You'll see here you can do it easily. Always have the electrical point inside to the left. Just makes it easier. You can put your generator inside, it's out the way, it's a lot neater then as well. Now going from there, we're just going to put all the walls in place. You don't have to do this like for like, this is just to demonstrate how you could do it. Bear that in mind. You can put windows, you can put walls, completely up to you. Make the base your own. This is only a template for what you could actually build. Bear that in mind. As I always say in every base, make it unique. This is just a starting point for what you're going to do. So put your walls all the way around. Now a lot of people ask why my build limit is always so high. It's because I always make sure that I scrap stuff that's in my stored camp, basically. So I always make sure that I'm running with exactly what I've got rather than having loads of stuff stored away that I'm not going to use. So bear that in mind when you're doing it. Now, moving upstairs, we're going to start working on the floors. If you didn't know, even with this structure, you have to make sure that the floors come off the end before you start it. Again, we'll keep the stars to the external side, just so it keeps everything in line with what we're doing. Take it all the way along. Each corridor, just lock it off. If you want, you can put stairs leading up there as well. As I said, it's completely up to you. Now, I always use these little see-through grill floors. I think they're really good, especially if you put turrets on. If you're jumping down, if you're defending against AI, if this is in a higher area, i.e. if you're fighting super mutants or scorched, it just means you can get cover from above or below. You can see above or below as well. I always use these little roof peaks as well. They're great for dodging, so if you're fighting AI and your turrets are taking damage, you can just crouch behind them, pop up and shoot as well. Use whatever you want. I recommend using metal because they're obviously a lot more durable than wood, but for this, that's all I had at the moment. So put your floor in place here, and we'll now move on to how we actually put the generator in place. Now, if you're new to Fallout, your generator can only power a certain amount for each item, so make sure you check the power needed and the power you're using for each generator. I'll try and do a video a bit more in depth of how to do that with a more advanced building, but for this you only need a small generator for this section. Upstairs you'll need a bigger generator because the lights that we're going to put in, if you have them, require more power. So we're going to put a generator just in here, stick it to the side, then depending what platform you're on, I'm using PC but with an Xbox controller, press Y, connect it up, press Y again, and that will generate your door. Now, as I said, you need a switch for this to work effectively. I don't have the switch yet, but all you need to do to close the door when you don't need it is unhook the power supply. That's all you need to do. It'll drop the door again. If you're doing a trade point, I suggest you try and find that switch as much as you can. Now, a lot of people are saying that you can't trade in Fallout. It's a complete lie. You can actually trade. In our Discord, as I said, the link is below. People are trading in there, going to each other's worlds, trading, going back to their own worlds, or staying in that world and helping each other. There's also Facebook groups, there's Reddit groups of people trading actively, because people are running different characters all the time. People have got PvP characters, they've got trading characters, so it is actively happening. So don't believe when people are saying you can't trade. You can. It's actively happening as we speak. I've also done it. I needed some stuff, found someone, traded them, went back to my own little camp and just kept playing in that server for a while. So it does make a difference, especially if you're struggling a little bit. Now, the internal walls, again, they can glitch a little bit. Don't worry about it. It can be annoying. Just play around with it. They will finally go in after moving about a little bit. Sometimes you have to go behind the walls. Now, a big glitch I always find is a bit annoying when I'm trying to put things in is floors off of stairs. Now, you see here, we're trying to put the floor in place, but it gets a little glitchy. Now, the best thing to do for this is just drop down, try to do it from the other side looking up. If that doesn't work as well, then you might have to remove the wall altogether. So just store the wall, then put it back in place after you manage to get the floor in place. Very quick, very easy, doesn't take that long to do. Personally, I think the way floors are done using the stairs is a bit annoying, because some people might not want to use stairs. They might want to use half walls and do like steps up, but this limits you quite a bit. And if you use the flat roofs, you can't really use them a lot for putting walls in, so it gets a bit difficult. So from there, you're going to just basically put all your floors in place upstairs. Again, we'll stick to the same floor tiles we were using before, just so you know that this is the outer skim of what we're doing. Then from there, the roof place is really up to you how you want to do it. Now, I like to have a walkway majority of the way round. Because I've got the searchlights, I want to be able to look down as well. The searchlights are quite effective. As I said, you have to level up your perk cards to get the advanced home defense. I'm working to try and get way higher than what I've got at the minute, because I've only got the standard turrets. But the searchlights are a great addition, especially if you're in an area where it is quite dark, like down south and where all the miners are, because they can be quite difficult to spot sometimes. So from there, you're going to want to encapsulate this area where your stairs come up to the roof. just simply put walls round, put a floor in this section here, just block it off. You can put a grill in there if you want as well, it's really up to you. We'll just use this floor tile again, pop it down and lock it all off. Now the roof space, you can, if your build limit isn't as high, you haven't done as many walls inside, you can maybe move things about up here, make it a bit spacious. I just kept it simple, put a seat up here, just enjoy the view a little bit. You might want to put your workbenches up here, or put different workbenches, so you've got benches up top and benches down bottom. It's completely your prerogative how you want to place it out. Again, we've got peak spots at the side there. Now for the searchlights, these require quite a bit of power, so you have to put a larger generator in place. Space them out. If you don't have them, don't worry, just leave a space for them. Pop them down, then stick your generator in place afterwards. Now you can see the standard generator won't do, so you're going to have to get the larger one in place. You can buy a cleaner generator in the Atom store if you want. Some people do get annoyed with the smoke and it just chunders away. Again, depending on what platform you're on, press Y, connect the cables, and there you go, lights are up and running. Now I bought this statue from the Atom store. If you don't have it, don't worry, you can put anything you want up here. You might not even want to put some sort of statue. I just thought it was a nice touch to put it in place. And that is it really. That is the base itself. Just put some roofs on the top. Depending on what roofs you've got, you might just want to put flat roofs. You don't really need to put a roof on because no one can get up there. However, if you want to close it down, that's it, done. Inside, as I said, it's up to you. You can see now, I'll show you how the workbenches go that I put down. All four fit in here very well and easily. Now, if you don't have all the workbenches, again, go in Discord, Facebook's groups, trade them. I was trading spare BPs that I had for Tinker's benches today. I managed to get the chemistry bench again by doing a side quest, just randomly. I didn't find it anywhere, it just popped up in a quest. Now, I'm trying to get brick walls at the minute. I know Graham sells them, so I'm trying to track him down at the minute, but he's quite expensive to buy from. Stash box downstairs that anyone can use. Again, place a bed as well if you want. It's just somewhere nice to rest, so if you are doing a trader point, they can come, they can sit down, relax. Now, put your turrets in place as well, stick them down. Depending on how many gears you have, that can be quite annoying to find. Luckily, I've been just farming the same gears constantly, so I've got quite a lot of gears, hence why I've got quite a few turrets. But if you're building other aspects, you might struggle to get them. Just bear with it. You can buy them down at some of the vendors as well, so bear that in mind, so don't think that you're going to be stuck for ages trying to find them. You can buy them as well. Now these, I'm just putting these in for demonstration, so if you don't know you've got them, these come with the home defence packs as well. You can just take them down, put a little cooking station outside. Again, make it inviting for people to come if they are trading. I would recommend putting these down near one of the workbenches, so people are definitely going to pass as a point of interest. Put the door on, lock it, and that is you done. Now, moving on to the garage door. Kitty Cat and Cookie showed me where this was from the Discord, so shout out to them. I did not find this myself. I will show you the location of where you find them now. This may not always be there. All you have to do is keep logging in and out until you find the plan on the floor. So this is the location you see here. Very clear on the map. You want to be basically at this position. It'll be on the floor now where I am, right here. It's just a red book on the floor. Find that and that's the garage door. We've all found it there, 3 of us, so it's definitely going to spawn there. All you have to do is keep respawning back in that place, and that's what it'll be. It's as simple as that. Nothing too major whatsoever about it. Very simple, very easy. So guys, I have a couple more bases planned. I did have another base planned before I done this. However, because we've got the garage door, I want to implement it and get it out where you can actually find it, because I know a lot of people are eager to find these building positions and plans. In the coming days, I'm going to have more of a defence type base. Again, like the Guardian Angel, but more of a base that you can have in the far south against Scorched Beasts. We're trying to get the brick walls or the armoured walls. If you know where they are, the blueprints, please let us know in the description below. We're trying to make bases that are useful rather than just a box. So for this one, for instance, this is more of a trader point where you can use as a group base as well, as I said, because it's nice and open. You can put anything you want everywhere. Use it, abuse it as you wish. As I said at the very start, try and take the workbenches. They are the best source of blueprints that I've found so far, and do the main quest storyline as well. The rewards you get from them are random. You won't always get what you think you're going to get, so just bear that in mind. There's one that I done, I got a BP for an ashtray, where someone else actually got the barn walls as a blueprint. So guys, that's it for today. Thanks for joining, and I'll catch you in the next one. I go la 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 la.